रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिःशुचिश्रवाः अमृतशाश्वतस्थाणुः वरारोहो महातपाः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिःशुचिश्रवाः विश्वयोनिःशुचिश्रवाः अमृतशाश्वतस्थाणुः अमृतशाश्वतस्थाणुः वरारोहो महातपाः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिःशुचिश्रवाः अमृतशाश्वतस्थाणुर्वरारोहो महातपाः. In this shloka number 13, we have 9 names from 114 to 122. The 114th nama is Rudraha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Rudraya Namaha. As per dictionary, there are several meanings for the word Rudraha. Crying, terrible, name of letter E, sons of Rudra, horrible, dreadful, etc. We can experience this nama of Bhagwan in two ways. The first, Rodayati iti Rudraha, one who makes us weep, one who makes us cry. The tears that come in crying can be tears of joy upon experiencing Bhagwan, or tears of suffering that leads us to goodness by cleansing our sins. The second is Rum Dravayati iti Rudraha, one who removes or destroys the miseries and their root cause is Rudraha. As a direct reference, we can take the expressions of Bhagwan in Bhagavad Gita chapter 10 shloka number 23. Herein Bhagwan says Rudranam Shankaraha cha asmi. Among the Rudras I am Shankaraha, a direct reference to Bhagwan being a Rudra. The 115th nama is Bahushiraha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Bahushirase Namaha. Bahu means a lot, as in many, plentiful, abundant, etc. Shiraha refers to the head. In terms of Vedic context, we have the famous Purusha Sukta mantra, which is Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha. In Bhagavad Gita too, we have two such references. In chapter 11, verse 10, Sanjaya describes the Vishwarupa as Aneka Vaktra Nayanam Anekadbhuta Darshanam. Also, later in chapter 13, verse 14, Bhagwan says, Sarvatah Panipadam Tad Sarvatah Krishiro Mukham. This is when Bhagwan is describing the meaning of Nyeyam. The value attribution is that Bhagavan as the Chaitanya is everywhere, or Bhagavan is a witness to everything. The 116th nama is Babruhu. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Babrave Namaha. As per dictionary, the meaning we get are prince and king. In Shastra, we define the nama as Bibharti Lokan iti Babruhu. And because he supports the world as its base, he is called Babruhu. Atma Bodha brings a different value. Herein, Atma Bodha says that in whose presence the components in the body work in a well-coordinated manner. Atma as the base is the enabler of all units of the body to function, and because Atma gives existence unconsciousness as the base to all, Paramatma is called Babhruhu. Alternately, the Nama is seen as reflecting Puranic references of Adisesha, Kurma avatar and Varaha avatar, in which Lord Vishnu functions as a base. The 117th Nama is Vishwayonihi. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Vishwayonaye Namaha. This Nama will come again in Shloka number 16. Yoni means womb and Vishwam refers to this manifestation. The value attribution is that Bhagavan is the one who is the womb or the source of this entire manifestation. Taking Yuj as the base, Yoni also means to unite. In this sense, the value attributed is that he unites the disparate aspects of the world. In Shloka number 10, we saw the Nama Vishwarethaha. Retas means seed, while Yoni refers to the base in which the seed evolves into life. For any creation, we need two things: the creating force or the instrumental cause, which is referred to as Nimitta Karan, and the material cause, which is referred to as Upadana Karan. Together, Vishwaretha and Vishwayoni establishes that Bhagavan is both material cause and the instrumental cause of creation. The 118th Nama is Shuchishravaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Shuchishravase Namaha. This Nama has the root Shuchihi, and Shuchihi comes as a Nama in Shloka number 17 and 27. Shuchihi means pure. Shravas has two meanings: the ear and name. We have several values that can be attributed to Bhagavan. But here we will take attributing the meaning of a name. This name indicates Vishnu Sahasranama, one who has infinite or 1000 divine and sacred names. Attributing the meaning of ears to Shravas, Shankaracharya establishes that Bhagavan's names are holy and purifying to hear. The 119th Nama is Amrutaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Amrutaya Namaha. Amrutaha as a root also comes as a prefix to the Nama Amrutamshu Udbhavaha in Shloka number 31, Amrutapaha in Shloka number 54, and in Shloka number 87 to the names Amrutashaha and Amrutavapuhu. The word means one who has no death, or the word also means nectar, the Amrit, which we very commonly use. Na vidyate mritam maranam asya iti amritaha. One for whom death is not known is the meaning associated with this Nama. In terms of value, the Nama establishes that Bhagavan is the nectar, Bhagavan is the Amrit, and the only means to remove ignorance and attain moksha. The 120th Nama is Shashvatasthānuhu. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Shashvatasthānave Namaha. There are two parts in this Nama, Shashvataha and Sthanuhu. Shashvataha as a Nama was seen in Shloka number 7. There are other similar Nama like Sthavarasthanuhu in Shloka number 46 and Shashvatasthiraha in Shloka number 67. The value we attribute on this Nama is one who is both permanent, referenced by Shashvatah, and irremovable, referenced by Sthanuhu. That which is permanent and that which is irremovable is I. What remains after the I is removed is always the object, the it. Hence, the Nama establishes that as part of pure Chaitanya, I is God. Alternately, this Nama establishes that the divine is eternal. Unlike Devas needing the nectar to be eternal, Bhagavan or the divine power is eternal and self-established. The 121st Nama is Vararoha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Vararohaya Namaha. Var or Varam means supreme. This is a commonly used word with the meaning best or boon or bridegroom. Aroha or Arohanam is a common word used in Indian classical music. Aroha represents the ascent and Avaroha represents the descent. Thus, this Nama is seen as God is our boon that helps us to elevate. In spirituality, this Nama is also seen as referencing the I or Atman, the soul. To this, we take the quote from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 5. Uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu atmaiva ripuratmanah. The Atma, referring to your current manifestation, this life, as the boon which can elevate you. In tradition, there are 6 attributes we must focus for elevation. They are Jnanam, knowledge, Balam, strength, Aishwaryam, divine qualities, Viryam, potence, Shakti, energy, and Tejas, radiance. God is called Vararoha because God represents the perfection in all of them. Hence he is called as Vararoha. The 122nd Nama is Mahatapaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Mahatapase Namaha. Maha or Mahat represents great. We say Pujya Arhati, worthy of respect. For tapas, the meanings that we have are austerity, penance, asceticism, fire, etc. Thus, one whose penance is worthy of great respect is the direct meaning for this Nama. However, for value attribution, we take the quote from Mundaka Upanishad, which says, Yasya Jnanamayam Tapah, one whose tapas is the nature of knowledge. Here, knowledge represents the ability to guide the people on the path of righteousness, which is seen as the only means to overcome the sufferings caused by bondage, the samsara.